What's good, y'all? It's your boy Jay Suave. I am the host of Jay Suave TV. Shout out to all y'all who voted on that poll I posted yesterday for the next video on the channel. I greatly appreciate y'all. If you don't know what poll I'm talking about, you're not tapped into the YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to Jay Suave TV right now. All that out the way, in this video, we're here to talk about Tommy and Diamond's partnership in Power Book 4 Force up till this point. Well, I believe that, at least for the foreseeable future, this partnership is likely going nowhere fast. Unless Tommy, yes, Tommy, changes his ways. All I said though, before I get into yapping about this partnership, you already know what you gotta do. Go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe, do all those things. Let's talk about why Tommy Egan is fumbling this essential, much needed partnership with Diamond that he needs in order to take control of Chicago. Now look, I'm not even gonna lie, I don't remember the early origins of this partnership, right? I have not gone back and rewatched Force just yet, so I don't know exactly how Tommy and Diamond became partners. And when Diamond first got out the pen, he was trying to stay away from all the drug-related shit, all the CBI related shit. Jenard at the helm, he knew CBI was in good hands. He did not want to go back to jail. So he stuck to his career as a barber until Tommy came to town. Tommy got to networking one way or another. Tommy and Diamond started working together and built a great bond over time. A bond so great that in the midst of Jenard and Diamond beefing over what's going on with CBI, the fact that Diamond brought in Tommy to work alongside him, Diamond chose to stand by Tommy and let Jenard have CBI to himself until Jenard started crashing out in season 2. Then Diamond and Tommy came to secure CBI, and now they're the heads of the organization essentially. Now, I might have butchered that whole timeline. I do apologize. That's not really the point of this video. The point is that by the end of season 2, Tommy and Diamond are at a very good position with CBI right now. Strengthened by connections that Tommy was able to make throughout the series, the respect and loyalty that CBI have towards Diamond, CBI is up like never before. But in the midst of this rise, even before the events that took place in season 3, episode 1, we seen Tommy start to get gassed up along the way, and Diamond definitely peeped. He just didn't say nothing. We see multiple times throughout season 2, Tommy start to overstep, get too ahead of himself, thinking that his way is the only way. Even Diamond, out of all the plays that he's trying to make, Diamond got to find out all these plays Tommy's making on the back end. Doesn't appreciate it, obviously, but he stays quiet. He holds it all in because Tommy's bringing great business to CBI at the end of the day. Then we enter Tommy's relationship with Mireya, which Diamond had no idea about. Now, granted, Tommy's a grown-ass man. He can mess with who he wants to. When this relationship is directly detrimental to the business that you're trying to build, you know CBI and Miguel's crew are beefing. You're a big reason why they're beefing. You still decide, of all the women in Chicago, to mess with Mireya, who is Miguel's sister. That was not a good play in any way. And he knew that. That's why he didn't tell Diamond, because he didn't want to have that conversation. And it's now in this premiere episode of season 3 where we have the culmination of Tommy making his own move, very rarely consulting Diamond. It feels like Diamond always has to interject in what Tommy's already thinking about doing. We rarely see Tommy go to Diamond being like, yo man, what you think? How you think I should handle this play? And yes, he's the main character, but this is still a partnership. This is somebody who once ran his own organization too. On top of all this, and then omitting the information that you was messing with Mireya, he had to learn this from Jenard. That's not good for y'all business, and I'm gonna tell you why if you didn't already know, Tom. Jenard do not fuck with you. Shanti, his girlfriend, also do not fuck with you. You know who they started messing with last season? Miguel, who also does not mess with you. When Jenard is the one who has to tell Diamond about your relationship with Mireya, that's definitely not good for your partnership, because 1, he had to find out from a third party, and 2, now he has to consider just how close you actually are to the op, which also makes Diamond feels like he can make plays behind your back, like taking out your nephew because he's bad for business. Because you said you'd handle him and never did. Yes, you sent D-Mac away, but then bro came back. Still on BS. He killed somebody when he came back for CBI. How's that working out for CBI right now? Now you got big baby Glenn Davis in jail giving Jenard orders to take out D-Mac because he's out here in the streets doing shit for CBI when the brother's not even a part of CBI. And to make matters worse, Tommy had all the opportunity in the world to tell Diamond this. At the very beginning of the episode, we see him crashing out and leaving the bar. All of these events is putting more and more doubt in Diamond's mind that this partnership is for real, which allows Jenard to get in his head further, maybe letting him know, hey, Tommy might not be worth keeping around. You can't trust him. He didn't even tell you he was messing with Mireya. And if Tommy loses Diamond from his side, it will literally be Tommy versus everybody at that point. CBI is going to go with Diamond, Tommy. They're going to go with Diamond. Even if they do go with you because you can make them money, you already know they're going to be having bad conversations with either Diamond or Jenard. Now, Tommy, I know how tough you are, but you can't sleep well at night knowing that it's ops at every corner coming for you specifically. Not just ops, it's allies turned ops. People that you thought you can trust are now your opposition. At a time like this where Miguel is going against you, you just found out Claudia is still alive, can't fully trust Jenard or Shanti, and now you know Vic is working with the feds. Brother, Diamond is all you got. You don't even have your family no more because JP, he not messing with you. We didn't hear from him in this episode. All D-Mac care about is getting back at CBI. We already know your relationship with Kate. It's nobody else you could lean on other than Mireya, who, what is she doing for you? She's in fact unintentionally, but still nonetheless putting you further in harm's way. This partnership with Diamond is literally your best bet to take control of Chicago by the end of this series. You lying to him, omitting information from him having to find out things about you from third parties who are looking to get you up out the way. That's not good for business, my brother, and you of all people should know that because you were in a partnership with the nigga once upon a time who was leaving you out of shit. You know firsthand what it feels like to get information from a third party or through the grapevine on shit that was going on with Ghost, because Ghost is not telling you everything. And you know with that this y'all relationship, yes, you was riding for Ghost till the very end and vice versa. But y'all was locked in for some years before we even got to the events of the original Power. At points in OG Power, y'all was still looking to take each other out, so why do you think Diamond would not do the same thing? We've only known him for at the bare minimum a year at this point. So hear me when I say this, Tommy. It's probably not going to be in the next episode. It's probably not going to be an episode after that. But you need to make things right with that brother Diamond expeditiously. You need to start making this feel more like a partnership because at the end of the day, your ties with Diamond is going to help you majorly in controlling Chicago by the end of this series. Diamond is the only person you can trust right now in a city of people who are looking to take you out. The last thing you need him to do is have more reason to consider leaving your side to go with Jenard and Shanti. Brother, Diamond going against you is not better than having him on your side. You have to be able to see that. Put that pride aside and go rekindle that vibe right now. That's all I got for y'all for this Diamond Tommy partnership video. Leave in the comments, what do y'all think about what I said? You think Tommy's been overstepping? You think Diamond's being dramatic? Out of curiosity, where do you put this pairing amongst pairings in the Power universe so far? Tommy and Ghost, Brayden and Tariq, hell, Jukebox and Kanan, Jenard and Shanti, Kane and Mecca, Kane and Nephew. You know you put this pairing amongst those, but that's all I got for y'all today. I've been Jay Suave. We be entertained, and we go talk soon. Peace, y'all.